In the vast, tormented expanse of Diablo's universe, the figure of Andariel is a chilling presence. Known to all as the Maiden of Anguish, her title reveals her dark obsession, the torment of souls. Born from one of the 7 heads of Tathamet, she is unique as the lone female lesser evil and holds dominion over the realm of anguish within hell. Imagine a place where your innermost fears, regrets, and sorrows are not just feelings but tangible forces that can tear you apart. This is the realm of anguish. It's a place where emotional wounds become real, where one's mental pain takes on a physical form, making it an unbearable plane of existence. Quite similar to Earth, actually. Anyway, victims trapped here are haunted by their deepest anxieties, ultimately being drawn even deeper into hell, where Andariel awaits with his own forms of torture. But what drives the Maiden of Anguish? While her counterpart Andariel takes pleasure in inflicting physical agony, Andariel thrives on a different kind of pain. For her, the purest form of pleasure is born from the emotional and mental suffering of others. This twisted passion compels her to craft scenarios where her prey is trapped by their own guilt and sorrow. It's not just about the act of tormenting for Andariel, it's a need, a craving. Much like how humans require sustenance, she feeds off emotional torment. This ever-present hunger pushes her to seek out individuals in their lowest moments, those consumed by hopelessness. The Book of Cain offers a glimpse into her perpetual state, revealing a creature in constant euphoria, ever in pursuit of her next hit of emotional despair. While Andariel's power is undeniable, she is not without her quirks. She despises being alone, possibly due to her dependency on others' pain to nourish her. And in a twist of irony, for being birthed from the infernal depths of hell, Andariel has a pronounced fear of fire. Adria's writings offer a more enigmatic view of the Maiden of Anguish in the Book of Adria, which I've recently purchased. Far from just a figure of dread, she's a puzzle. While she wields pain effortlessly, her true aim is to unleash traumas that continually unravel the mind. Many have sought to align with her in hopes of power, but they invariably vanish, swallowed by the darkness. Adria herself recounts a seductive offer of power which she refused, sensing the trap beneath the promise. In the intricate dance of demonic politics, Andariel moves with sly finesse. While she might occasionally side with fellow demons, she is unpredictable. But every reign has its fall, and Andariel's tale is no exception. To truly understand her, we must start by delving into her role during the Dark Exile. Let's get started. In the depths of hell, relationships are not bound by the sentiments of love and loyalty as understood by mortals. Yet, even within these infernal depths, alliances and rivalries shape the fate of demons. Andariel and Diablo shared such a bond. Known for their unique alliance, the two took a macabre pleasure in the suffering of humanity. Andariel's predilection for preying on human emotions found a natural ally in Diablo, whose speciality was materializing the most horrifying nightmares of mankind. However, the balance of power in hell shifted after the Sin War. The primevals, having once held unchallenged authority, found their dominion questioned by the lesser evils. The focus of the great conflict had shifted, and the lesser evils grew resentful of the primevals' fascination with humans. They believed that the original cause had been forgotten. Amidst these growing tensions, 2 ambitious figures, Asmodan and Belial, began conspiring. Their aim? To dethrone the primevals. Andariel, along with Andariel, faced a dilemma. Should they join this rebellion against their former allies, Belial, with his cunning and influential words, ensured they remained part of the mutiny. The revolt culminated in a dramatic upheaval, and the primevals were overthrown. For Andariel, this moment was bittersweet. The sight of Diablo, her former mentor, in a state of defeat brought her an unsettling sense of satisfaction. Still, triumphs in hell seldom last. The alliance of the lesser evils, formed out of mutual discontent, soon unraveled. The cause of their unity, a shared disdain for the prime evils, was now gone. In its place arose a fierce competition for supremacy. Asmodan and Belial, once collaborators in rebellion, found themselves as rivals, each vying for the throne of hell. As for Andariel, the fleeting thrill of victory gave way to discontent. She had sided with the lesser evils, only to witness their own alliances crumble under greed and ambition. Her narrative would intertwine with the mortal realm once more during the events that would transpire in Diablo 2. In the cold underground of the Tristram Cathedral, a sinister force stirred. Hundreds of years after the Dark Exile, the formidable Lord of Terror Diablo escaped his captivity. His mission was to rendezvous with his brothers, Mephisto and Baal, in the eastern lands of Aranok. However, Diablo was no fool. He knew that detractors would be on his trail, and so he enlisted the help of his former pupil, Andariel. Andariel, always seeking ways to ascend the ranks of the demonic hierarchy, viewed Diablo's call as a golden opportunity. Following the orders of the Lord of Terror, she launched an assault on the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eyes citadel. This move ensured that the only known passage to the east was sealed, obstructing any potential pursuers. As Andariel tightened her grip on the rogue monastery, its former inhabitants met dark fates. Some faced untimely death, while others were coerced into serving the Demon Queen. Andariel's power was far-reaching, with even the neighboring woods succumbing to her corruptive force. This cemented her rule, fittingly named the Reign of Anguish. Deckard Cain, with knowledge from the ancient heraldic texts, recognized the peril of the situation. He realized the significance of Andariel's presence. Should she continue to exert her influence, Diablo and his brothers could rally the forces of hell, leading to catastrophic outcomes for the world. The importance of vanquishing her couldn't be stressed enough.
It is certain that we face the Demon Queen, Andariel, who has corrupted the rogue sisterhood and defiled their ancestral monastery. Ancient heraldic texts record that Andariel and the other lesser evils once overthrew the three prime evils, banishing them from hell to our world. Here they caused mankind untold anguish and suffering before they were finally bound within the Soul Stones. Andariel's presence here could mean that the forces of hell are once again aligned behind Diablo and his brothers. If this is true, then I fear for us all.
Answering the dire call, a group of intrepid heroes, that's you by the way, began their infiltration of the monastery. Their pursuit of Diablo eventually led them to the catacombs, where they faced Andariel head-on. But this was no ordinary battle. Andariel's weapon of choice wasn't just brute strength. She delved deep into the psyche of her enemies. She conjured their darkest memories, amplified their greatest fears, and thrived on their anguish. Against all odds, these heroes found the strength to prevail, banishing Andariel back into the depths of hell. Still, her legacy wasn't easily undone. Andariel had successfully delayed those chasing Diablo, allowing him a head start in his plans. The residue of her evil lingered, as the woods remained tainted, and demons thrived beneath its shadows. In the aftermath, a surviving member of the Sisterhood stood resilient, mourning the loss of her sisters. She praised the bravery of the heroes, recognizing their dedication to the very ideals that their order had upheld for so long.
Andariel's death brings about renewed life for us all. We mourn the loss of our dear sisters, but at least now we can get on with our lives.
Although Andariel was not directly present in Diablo 3, her legacy found a place in the lore during the unfolding events of Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. In the aftermath of Diablo 2, Adria, a key character from the history of the Diablo universe, came to the forefront. Tasked by Diablo himself, her mission was to mark the essences of the malevolent lords of hell. A tool known as the Black Soulstone was pivotal to this dark design. It would become the prison of these lords, and Andariel was to be its first inmate. As Adria initiated the dark ritual to capture Andariel's essence, the Maiden of Anguish showcased her formidable power. She stared deep into Adria's core, understanding the sinister plan that awaited her. Though her power was immense, in this weakened state, she could not overcome Adria's magic. Although, that's just what Adria believes, isn't it? It's very possible that Andariel, after finding out that she would be helping Diablo, let herself be captured. The ritual went exactly as Diablo had predicted. Andariel's essence was swiftly and securely trapped within the depth of the Black Soulstone, but the confines of the stone couldn't hold them forever. A momentous event reshaped the destiny of the trapped lords. Malthael, in his quest to defeat the Nephilim, that's you by the way, shattered the Black Soulstone. This act released the trapped lords of Hell, including the potent essence of Andariel. With her essence now free, Andariel was back in Hell, slowly but surely biding her time and building her strength. As the curtains of Diablo 3 draw to a close, whisperers and murmurs begin. They hint at Andariel's more pronounced role in the upcoming tempest that is Diablo 4. The shadows of dark prophecies loom large over Sanctuary. Within the confines of his secret temple, Elias diligently records the ominous signs heralding the prime evil's impending descent. Intent on safeguarding Sanctuary, he and Lilith conspire to summon Andariel, the Maiden of Anguish. By chaining her to the heart of Golran City, they aim to harness her overwhelming power. But this is not a move of mercy or kindness. The city's very essence, its pain and sorrow, serves as nourishment for Andariel. Strengthened by the city's suffering, her power would be a vital asset against the menacing prime evils. Lilith and her followers designed this meticulous plan to not only neutralize Andariel as a threat, but to fortify Sanctuary against other demonic forces. The gruesome ritual required for Andariel's summoning unravels in Golran's underbelly. Elias, driven by visions of an indomitable army under Lilith's command, uses the witch Thaisa as a conduit. This process subjects Thaisa to a realm of torment, offering her a first-hand experience of the agonizing prowess of the Maiden of Anguish. But every plan has its obstacles. Lorath Nar, in his valor, disrupts the proceedings, leading to an intense showdown in Kyrgyzstan's deserts later in the story. Here, the Wanderer, that's you by the way, confronts and ultimately overpowers Andariel. Shackled initially, Andariel's fury manifests as she frees herself mid-battle, portraying her fearsome might. Yet the tale of Andariel doesn't end with the main narrative. You may not know this, but players are giving a chance to delve deeper into her lore. The unique item, Andariel's Visage, tempts adventurers with maddening whispers, testing their mental fortitude. Moreover, a series of steps is a side quest that offers players an insight into Thaisa's struggles after Andariel's summoning, and, of course, defeat. She's still haunted by visions and trauma. She seeks to confront and perhaps find closure against the very entity that tormented her. Venturing from her tower in Hawazar, players are treated to a nostalgic battle against Andariel. That was a nice Easter egg, if you can call it that. I enjoyed that fight. And there we have it for the story of Andariel. I hope you enjoyed this trip with me. I sure did. I personally don't believe we will see Andariel again for quite some time. But I would be curious to delve deeper into the realm of Anguish, and I hope, as the story continues, we will get to visit her domain and delve deeper into her psyche. If you like this video, make sure to leave me a like and come and join us on Discord to influence upcoming videos. That's all for now. We'll see you very soon. Thanks again for watching.